Hello my dear students, welcome to CMI's online classes. In today's class, in this video, for the students of Standard 6, we'll study the new chapter 13 from our English grammar, that is clauses. So in this chapter, we are going to understand what are clauses with examples. We will understand clauses with its definition and examples. In our previous chapter, in chapter 12, we have already learnt about phrases, in which we understood a phrase as a group of words that conveys some sense but not complete sense. It usually does not have a subject or a verb. So इससे पहले का जो चैप्टर था, चैप्टर 12 phrases, उसमें हमने ये जाना कि फ्रेज क्या है. फ्रेज इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स दैट डज नॉट कन्वे एनी मीनिंगफुल सेंस. दैट मीन्स इफ वी रीड अ फ्रेज, we understand something but not everything, because a phrase usually does not have a subject or a verb. क्योंकि फ्रेज में एक साथ में सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब यूज नहीं किया जाता है. अंडरस्टूड. एंड वी हैव ऑल्सो लर्नड, as I have already explained, that a sentence is also a group of words. A sentence is also a group of words, but unlike phrases, sentences carry subject and verbs. That means if we divide a sentence into two parts, sentences can be divided into subject and predicate. We can divide a sentence into subject and predicate because subject is the part of the sentence that stands for the sentence about which the sentences are written, and verb is the action, or verbs are the actions done by the sentence, and verbs are the main parts of the predicates also, and predicates are that parts of the sentences which tell us about the sentences. Okay, that means phrases and sentences both are the groups of words, but what is the difference is, a phrase cannot give us meaningful sense, but a sentence can give us a meaningful sense. Okay, why does a phrase does not give us meaningful sense? Because it usually does not have a subject or a verb. Understood. Now, but if we see the sentences are also a group of words that conveys complete sense. After reading sentences, we come to know everything, whatever the message it wants to convey. Okay, because it has a subject and a verb. Understood. Now we are going to understand clauses in this chapter, and clauses are also the group of words. Okay, clauses are also the group of words, but what is the difference between clauses and phrases and clauses and sentences? Okay, see, now we will understand it from here. What is written here? Now read these groups of words. So we have given numbers of groups of words. Now we have to read each group of words. Now what is written in number 1? When they came along. When they came along. If it rains, which you wanted to read. If we leave early. After she watched the news, which we bought last year. So each of these are the groups of words. But when you read this, when we read these groups of words, what we come to understand? Do we understand everything like we understand in sentences? No. These groups of words also do not give us meaningful sense. But if we read this, each of these group of words, they carry a subject and a finite verb. Okay. So जब ये ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स जब हमने पढ़े तो हर एक ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स पढ़ने के बाद भी हमें कुछ कंप्लीट मीनिंग समझ में नहीं आता है कि वो क्या कहना चाहता है. लाइक व्हेन दे केम अलोंग, जब वे साथ में आए, तो आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंड. इफ इट रेन्स, यदि बारिश होता है. विच यू वांटेड टू रीड, जो तुम पढ़ना चाहते थे. अंडरस्टूड. So these groups of words also do not give us meaningful sense. But if we see these, each group of words carry a subject and a verb. Like here, there is subject here and came is the finite verb. But if you read this, when they came along, after that what happened? We do not know. So it does not convey a meaningful sense. Each of these group of words does not convey any meaningful sense, but they have subject and finite verb used in them. Okay. So unlike meaningful sentences and unlike phrases, clauses though they carry subject and verb, but they do not give us usually they do not give us a meaningful sense. Okay. A sentence may be the combination of clauses मिलकर एक meaningful sentence बन सकता है. Okay. If it happens, if we add two sentences to make one sentence, then each sentence can be called as a clause. Okay. A clause in itself is a meaningful sentence also. A clause in itself is a meaningful sentence also, but it may not be a meaningful group of words also. Okay. But it carries a verb and a subject and a verb. Okay. Mostly clauses are dependent on another part of the sentence to give meaningful sense. Okay. Like when they came along, we came together, or we played together. Okay. So here we use another part of the word like we played together. Okay. We played together. So here we played together is the another part of the sentence. If you read this sentence, we played together, it is meaningful in itself. Okay, this part of the sentence is meaningful in itself, and this part of the sentence, when they came along, this part of the sentence is dependent upon this part of the sentence. We played together, like we played together. Okay. So यहाँ पर we played together जो है ये हमने ऐड किया है to make this when they came along, this part of the sentence meaningful. Okay, and this part of the sentence is dependent upon this part of the sentence. This when they came along is dependent upon we played together. Okay, and we played, if we use we played together, then also this is a meaningful sentence. But if you read this part of the sentence when they came along, it does not give us a meaningful sense, but it can be divided into subject and predicate because it has the subject and verb, and verbs are the main part of the predicate. Okay, so here this is a clause. Clauses are the groups of word. Okay, so we can also read here, each of these groups of words contains a subject and a verb. However, these groups of words do not convey complete sense. Okay, a clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb but does not usually convey a meaningful sense. Okay, क्लॉज भी क्या है, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स है जिसमें सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब होता है, लेकिन ज्यादातर ये हमें, नॉट ऑलवेज बट यूजुअली, क्लॉजेस do not convey a meaningful sense or complete meaning. Okay, understood. Now we will see this exercise A. Determine whether each group of words is a clause or a phrase. We have to write C for clause and we have to write P for phrase. After he played the match, what is the subject here? He. And verb, played, finite verb. So we have subject and verb also. So this is a clause. In the sky, this is phrase, as we have already understood in the previous chapter, prepositional phrase. His mother was a pilot. So here this sentence is a meaningful sentence, so it can be called as a clause. Clause can be a meaningful sentence in itself also. Okay, understood. I have already told you that sentences may be the combination of clauses. Okay, like here we have two clauses here. When they came along, we played together. So if you see here, this part of the sentence, when they came along, this is not meaningful, but this sentence, this part of the sentence is meaningful. We played together is meaningful. Okay, so here, depending upon that, okay, if the part of the sentence, if the clause is meaningful in itself, okay, this is called main clause. Okay, or the principal clause. Okay, but when the part of the sentence is dependent upon the another part of the sentence, which is meaningful in itself, then this part of the sentence is also a clause, but it is a subordinate clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause. A main clause or principal clause or independent clause. Okay, so dependent, it is dependent upon if the clause carries a meaningful sense, it can be called as the main clause or the principal clause or the independent clause. If the clause is incomplete, if the clause is of incomplete meaning and depends upon the another clause or the another principal clause to give a meaningful sense, then that clause is the dependent clause or the subordinate clause. Okay, so we will understand in detail about the types of clauses, about the kinds of clauses in our next video on the same chapter. Okay students, so this much for today's video. Thank you so much. If you have understood, it's very good. If you have not understood, kindly ask me question during the class period and we will clear our concept. Okay students, I hope you have understood my explanation about the difference between a phrase and a clause and a sentence also. Okay, so thank you so much for being the part of my today's class. Thank you so much, my dear students.